is Alison Eyo. I'm a product designer. Everything you see on the screen is true. I think the only things that this doesn't cover is that I currently work in finance. So, like all the sleepless nights that come with working in fintech, I'm currently going through it. So, say a prayer for me. And then on the side, or not on the side actually, it's like my baby. We're building Rayna UI is a design system we're building for people like myself. Basically, Rayna is built for designers by designers, and it's basically a way to simplify our design process, to automate it, and to help with like proper structure across design and product teams. I will probably give more insight to that when I start talking about while I'm actually designing. But yeah, it's really awesome to be here, guys. Look at this screen. I already downloaded Rayna and I renamed it to a name that I'm familiar with. So this just means that you can do it as well. I heard complaints about the name being too long. Rayna V1, 550 plus components. You don't have to do. You can rename it to whatever you want. It's not your file. So what I'm going to ask you to do is go to the Get Started section of this file and read through. We have resources that will help you to get started if you're not proficient with Figma. These are all the things you need to know to start using Rayna. And then to set up Rayna as a library on Figma, this is basically everything you need to know. Is already written down here. So just so I don't waste a lot more time, it will help if you can just go through and read it. Just 3 steps, really fast and easy. Also a way to reach out to us if you have any issues, basically. So yeah, this is where you find the setup instructions. Again, it's just 3 steps, very quick and easy. I will just be diving right into the main thing. So now this is the board we'll be working with. I will rename, let me see what I'm sharing. Okay. If you look at my left, you see that I already imported the Rayna UI system. So all of these assets are now on my board, but I want to rename this file to no, Rayna UI Design with Me episode 2. Okay. So if you are with me up until this point, please just leave a reaction. So I know you guys are following. Awesome. So let me be very honest and vulnerable on this call. Can anybody relate to? Can you guys, this thing where you are designing in your company, yeah, and your boss enters the Figma file, and you just want to run away? Does that happen to anybody else? Yes. So that's me. Typically, I don't like being on the board when my bosses are there. So having to design live in front of like 28 people is a lot of pressure. So please just react. Let me know that you guys have my back because I'm not going to lie. I'm so tense. I just watched the football match, by the way, and I'm also like very tense. So it will help if I can hear your voices, if I can see reactions, and all those good stuff. Yeah, awesome. So the first thing that I want us to design today, I'm trying to pick things that you won't see everywhere or you won't see properly implemented everywhere because I like a challenge. So the first thing I want to design today is an e-commerce B2B platform. By B2B, I mean business to business. So when I say e-commerce, think of your Jumia, think of your Konga, think of your Gumroad, even Lemon Squeezy, Buy Me a Coffee. All of these platforms that allow people to sell physical or digital products online. But we're going to be designing from the vendor's perspective. So imagine that you were selling stuff on Jumia. The thing that you would see is like, because you're on Jumia, like you're a business selling to like other people. So that's the B2B I'm talking about. So I'm going to design a few screens from the vendor's POV. And I like to focus on, let me see, let me just start designing and then we'll figure out what the most complex pages are. So I will name this e-commerce B2B. This is obviously web-based. So we'll get a frame. I like 1440, so let's just do that. Obviously going to be a dashboard. Is anybody here familiar with the e-commerce? We're designing this together. Oh, please don't be on mute. Like, don't be inactive. This is like we are all working on these things together. Is anybody familiar with the B2B space? Yeah, everybody knows like what the B2B platform exactly. Thank you, Hilda. Thank you, Michelle. So typically for B2B, this is and like okay. So again, I'm going to show you like the behind the scenes of all the fine mock-ups you see from your favorite designers on Twitter and Dribble and Behance. It's a lot of back and forth, it's a lot of rough sketches, a lot of drafting, a lot of thinking that we will all be doing together, by the way. So yeah, that's just put out there. Okay, so the first thing that they might have will be a dashboard where they see um what they see on the dashboard. Maybe new sales or like things that need urgent attention, things that they should see like when they come. First things that like require their attention, like maybe if somebody made an order, you can see pending orders, or you can see let me go and check what Gumroad has real quick. This is also part of the research, by the way. We're not stealing, we're just going to check what Gumroad has. Um Okay, so they have a summary of the analytics. They have where they show number of sales, number of revenue, like total revenue. They have a few, like a mini to-do list for their customers to set up their dashboard. They have just stuff that requires like all your attention. Anyways, after the dashboard, they probably have a store or inventory. Or product. This is basically where they manage all of their inventory, where they add product, remove product, see stock, product in stock, all those good stuff. Then they'll probably have a place where they manage orders. What else? 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 You guys should help me. Like on a B2B, what navigations would these people usually have?
Maybe staff.
Oh yeah, so maybe employee or user management. I didn't see who that was, but thank you very much. So who was that? Who said that?
That's Timmy.
Oh,
Timmy Dayo.
thank you, Timmy. So they have user management. This is more like a setting, so that will be underneath. But they also, let's assume that they send email, so they have something like an email marketing to follow up with users, especially if this is a digital store, like where they sell digital product like ebooks or music or whatever digital product is people are selling. What else? What else? What else? What else?
You
What
have
else?
newsletter.
Oh, transactions.
Transactions. Thank you. Transactions probably be maybe under others. Transactions. So I didn't hear what the other person said.
Yeah,
Newsletter.
newsletter.
Yeah, it will be under email marketing. So that's the same thing. Um,
How about
analytics.
helps and tips?
Sorry.
Helps and tips.
Helps and tips. Let's put it down. We'll think about that.
What about users or users or
Yeah,
environment?
we have user management here.
Someone
Analytics
you
is another thing.
said analytics.
Yes, thank you. Analytics is going to be like a more detailed view of the dashboard because you can't show all of those things on the dashboard. There'll be too much to take in, and you'll be like, it's a lot to dig in. Like that's the first thing we are saying, so you don't want to bombard them with that information. Also, analytics has a lot of like filtering, especially with the date range that is involved in it. So you might want to like put it in another department where they like properly go there and do all of their analyzing and all those good stuff. What else? What else? A wallet. Let's assume that this creator has a wallet on the application, so they have to have a place to manage the money that comes in from things that they sell. So let's start with this. We'll figure everything else. Oh, obviously settings. Let's have settings. Let's have settings. So of everything we listed here, I'd like to do analytics and the store inventory for reasons that I will explain. Again, I said I like a challenge. So you're more likely to find every other thing online or your dribble, but the whole point is to show range, and I feel like analytics and the store have they're like on the two ends of the whole spectrum when it comes to dashboard design. So that's why we're going with that. All right. Okay. All right. So first thing we'll be doing is obviously getting our navigation for this dashboard. We have a couple of them on Rayna, but let me just check, like walk you through sidebar. They call sidebars, by the way. So we are inserting the sidebar components. Internet doesn't want me to be great, but my God is bigger than them. So we align to the. So I'm really like pro shortcuts. So if there's anything that I do that you kind of would like me to do again, I like didn't see how I did it. It will help if you can like call me back to it or something. So I don't even know how to best represent, how to best hi Michelle.
Oh, okay. So, did you have this saved somewhere or you generated it? Like, so how did this come in? I don't know.
How the sidebar came in.
Yes, yes, yes.
Oh yeah, okay. Let me delete it and share again. So I mentioned before that I already imported this Rayna system, design system to this file before. But if you haven't done that, I shared the guidelines, share tab instead. So if once you download the Rayna file, I renamed mine to Alison Rayna V1, but it will come originally as Rayna UI V1.0, some very long name. But when you come to the getting started page, yeah, you can see everything you have to get started. These are like resources that we have linked from like the basic things we feel like you should know to use Rayna properly, like to the best of its ability. So I think it's an article, it's a video article, video. Anyways, a very short video, straight to the point. But to set up Rayna on your file, there are just 3 steps. I think it's better if you read it yourself so that you can follow through on your own time in your own time. But basically, that's how I imported it to this file. Yeah, so that's how I
Hey,
imported this.
earlier on, I tried doing this, but I was redirected to a page where I was asked to pay for like the Figma Premium or like the
Oh yeah,
upgraded
that's
Figma.
true. Actually, unfortunately, you can't import uh the system to. There's a way, but give me like tonight to figure it out. So sorry, who asked that question?
It was Nengi.
Yeah, then
Nengi.
if you could message me on Twitter so that I remember and I get back to you. I'll probably make a post about it because like I've
Um,
heard that before.
yeah,
So
sorry, Alison. So,
yeah,
Nengi, feel free to just type it in the comment section. We're taking note of all these things.
awesome.
Okay.
So, if you have
So
more
yeah,
questions, just feel free to type
yes,
in the
Timida is
comment
actually
section.
correct. Timida is correct. You can get a student account, but I don't know if you need like to show some kind of evidence that you're a student. So I don't know much about that. But if you try it doesn't work, then just remind us over the weekend, and I will figure it out and let you know. There's a way around it. I just don't know it yet. But okay, whenever you import it to yours, you just search for the um components in the from your asset library and then drag and drop, and then it just inserts the instance for you. So that's for components. Now we have a number of color and text styles that I absolutely love because it's just a plug and play situation. And then I'll just show you as I go along. Honestly, we have primary colors, we have secondary colors, we have colors that show states like success, warning, and error states in different shades, and then we have grays. My favorite shades of gray, by the way. But I'll just be using the gray 50 now. This is like the behind the scenes, so the probability that I will change a few things as we go along, but let's just find out. So now we will be designing like replacing our navigation with these things that we already mentioned. And I'm trying to not focus on the UX, but at the same time, I'm trying to focus on the UX because they're like all important. But before we start replacing them, let me show you different variants of sidebars that Rayna has. We have 2 variants actually. One where the logo is below and the user's name is above, and another one where it is vice versa. Yeah. So variant one has logo on top, user profile below, and variant two has it the other way around. However, we also have different themes. We have the light theme, which is the white background. We have the blue theme, we have the dark blue theme, and we have the dark gray theme. Good evening. Okay. All right. Thank you. But yeah, so that's the idea. currently I like to stick to the white, but again, this is an iterative process. So in case I change back, don't be surprised, don't be alarmed. It's part of the process. Just a second, please. Can I find this thing? Okay. So now we're going to start replacing. So just give me a minute. What's going on? We're going to start replacing everything on the navigation with the actual. Wait. What's wrong with my screen? Yeah, something's wrong.
Is it stuck?
Yeah, I don't know why it is looking like it's minimized, like it's shrinked or something.
Yeah, it is.
I can't even find
Um,
the
you can stop sharing. Okay, it's back
back
now.
now. Awesome. So I'm going to just replace the. I like the other way around, by the way. I'm going to just replace the stuff with the actual UI. First thing would be home. Um, and the home doesn't need a number badge or a counter. We'll then replace the icon with a home icon. So just search home, use any of them. We also have the first version also has two styles of icons. We have the linear and the bold. So depending on what your preference is, excuse me, you could just use that. Second one will be products. And there's an argument that products should or should not have a number counter, but I think it should. However, if it's a big store that has multiple products, you can't write like all of them. It's gonna be like your unread emails, or well, no, not really, because unread emails is just showing you emails you haven't read. Anyways, that's like a debate. I don't want to go into it. But we have a box icon that represents product, so I'll just use that for that. Next thing would be orders. Orders as well, I think should have a number counter because you see how many orders are pending at least. And for orders, I think we have a shopping bag or shopping cart. Let me see if you have a bag. Awesome. Shopping bag icon. Then we will have I think we should also have customers, by the way, like a place to manage your customers. But that's by the way. But anyways, customers and then transactions. So I also would like to segment the navigation because we have room for that. But I will also explain. We'll probably see why in a bit. So for customers, I think we have multiple users uh, or user group for customers. For transactions, should we have transactions? Because others are the transactions. What do you guys think? Should we have transactions as standalone? Because most of the transactions will be orders anyways.
Yeah, I feel like the others should be sorry, the transaction should be standalone because on the others page you have to see details of that particular order, who
Mm,
ordered it, the
okay.
quantity, and all of that.
Sorry, are we ditching the wallet part? If you're going
I'll,
to have wallet, then transaction should stay on that wallet.
okay, I was going to say that, but yeah, I agree. If we have wallet, that should actually be on that wallet. Thank you very much. So we'll just call this wallet then, and then we'll have the account balance. Probably won't design that today, but we'll have the account balance and the transaction history underneath that. So that's for that. I think we should have analytics as sorry. Let me go to layers now. Now you're wondering, the top section only has room for five. Sorry, this thing is messing me up. you're wondering like, okay, 5 items, what next? We know you have it in mind. So if you look at the control, you can actually have up to 10 menus in one sidebar section. So we can easily turn another one on, and another and another and another and another if we need to, do that. But I only need one extra, so we'll just call this. Oh, I actually need two for emails and for analytics. For emails, let's find a mail icon. This does it. Yes, now. For analytics, I think we have a trend up icon, an arrow. No, what's that icon called? Wait, let me see. Sorry, somebody's hand up. Hi, Michelle.
Sorry, please don't be tired of me.
No,
How
no,
did
go
you
ahead.
turn it off and on?
Oh, I'll show you. I'll show you. So for analytics, we'll be using this icon for analytics. There are other icons that represent, if you can just zoom in, you see like other icons you could search through, but that's just personal preference. So Michelle, if you look at the sidebar, yeah, you see the controls, who's and okay, Rayna, Emeka.
Michelle, please could you type in your question so we keep track of it?
Yeah, okay, so that we don't. But I'll
Yeah,
just answer
okay.
it now. But like, in case you have any questions, please just
Sure, go ahead. Sure, go ahead.
interrupt me to ask. Yeah, so if you look at the controls of the sidebar in general, you will see that it has general controls like the variant thing that I shared before and the theme thing I shared before and amongst others. But if you look in it like deeper to the layers, you see that there are individual sidebar sections. So each of these is a section. Yeah. Now with each section, there's also like controls. Section can have a title. You can name this section. You can turn it off if you don't want to. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 menus turned on, and we have room for to accommodate up to 10 menus per sidebar section, not the entire sidebar. So we have 3 sidebar sections, but each sidebar section can accommodate at least at most 10 menus. So now that we already have 7 active, if I want to add another one, all I need to do is turn on the 8th one and the 9th one or the 10th one. Yeah, but I don't need them, so I'll just turn them back off. Now, if you look underneath, you see that there's also a divider that separates this section from the other, but you can turn it off as well. So if I want to turn it off, I just have to turn has divider off, and it won't be there anymore. Yeah. But I want it there, so I'll leave it there. So I've covered most of everything on the top, but the rest of it seems like it is a profile setting kind of thing. So I'll just first turn off this sidebar section so I don't need it, which you can also do from here, right? Can you? Oh yeah, you can. So you can turn off the second menu from here as well, or from the layer, whichever one is better for you. Actually, no, I don't think I want this divider anymore. But yeah, then I'm going to remove the section title for this bottom one and just add user management and settings. Again, you could have done this on the second menu, which was directly below, but this is a personal preference, so please don't crucify me. I would then be turning off the counters for these 3 because they don't really need them, and then counters for these 2 as well. User manager probably have the same icon as maybe just one, and the settings will have settings for icons for settings icon for settings rather. Okay, do you guys follow me up onto this point? Hello. Okay, thank you very much. So moving on now, I would like to add a bit of detail to the top of this dashboard. Yeah, and that would be maybe just the notification, the avatar, and maybe just both of them. Let me see. Let me see what that looks like. So I want to add an avatar. I'll come to assets, search avatar, and where is it? Sure. No. How can I find out? Oh, sorry, they're here. Avatars are here. Yeah, so now if you click into the layers, you see that there's an image, and you can easily change this image. We have a number of avatars here on the fill section. So I'll just pick this babe because I like her face. We also have different sizes for avatars. We have the extra small, we have the small, we have the medium. The picture is pixelated because MTN is messing with me, but it's actually very clear if your internet is good, so it hasn't loaded it properly. We have medium, we have large, we have extra large, and we have 2 extra large, which is like 64 pixels. This is the largest that we have. We also have status indicators for when this user is online, or when is verified, or when she's offline, but whatever. I don't need that right now, so I'll just have none as the status icon. Also reduce this to small. That's what I need right now. So apart from this, I also want to have a notification. So I'll go get an icon, get the bell icon. Yes. Then I also want to have something. So yeah, I saw helps and tips. By the way, I didn't forget that. I just think it should be positioned in a different place because it's not entirely. It's like FAQs. It doesn't really belong in any of these two groups. Yeah. So I want to stand alone, and I will now design like a mini navigation on this top where it will stay close to notifications and the avatar so that the users can easily access it. So I'll get my text and start typing. I'll call this a setup guide. We'll also get what icon can I use for this now that we have a pin? Can you guys still hear me? I feel like I can't hear anybody anymore.
Yes, we can hear
Please,
you.
Yes, we
you
can.
can't see your screen.
You can't see
I
my
think
screen?
it's blessing in the comment section. For me, I can see your screen.
Okay. Blessing, do you want to leave and join back in? I'm not sure that's from me.
Yeah, that could help.
Yeah, so
The lady is asking if. Don't worry, go ahead.
okay.
Outside.
So this is again, I don't know if I mentioned this before, but I'm mentioning now that it has come to light. We have textiles as well. Now, V1 doesn't cover the typography system properly, I will admit, because we didn't add a couple of we didn't add a number of big fonts that will be used for like landing pages. So, but V2 cover that, I promise you. V2, you guys really want to see when version 2 is out in a couple months. Anyways, I will be using you already had that. So I just want to change it to medium, by the way, and then change the color to maybe the darker gray, and then auto layout both of this, center 8 pixel between them. Yeah, so I think this works. What else do I want to do here? I want to add a divider. We have a divider component as well, but you could just use a stroke if you don't want to use a divider. I have a divider component that I want to rotate and reduce size to 32 pixel. Yes, I will just no. How do I pick this thing up? Why is it not picking up? Anyways. Yeah, just here. So I'll use 24. Change the color to something a bit darker so that it shows more. I want it to separate the step up setup guide with the rest of them, but you see it in a bit. So I'll change the color of this icon to the orange that we use. I think it looks better. What else? Maybe the notification as well, change it to the orange. But yeah, so group this as well. 24. Then auto layout both of this as well. I need that 32. And I will position this here. So when it comes to dashboards, to be honest, the grid system is pretty tricky, and I have a personal bias, so we won't be using excuse me. The grids that we have for V1 actually do not really cover dashboards, to be honest. So navigation is like set in stone, but I'd like to have a distance of 32 pixel um between the body of the dashboard and like the rest of the edges. So what I mean is I will get a rectangle and measure 32 pixel. Actually, I don't use rulers, but like I don't know if everybody knows how to use rulers. So yeah, I like to do this because it just works for me. So this is what we'll be using. This will be the container for everything else we'll do on this dashboard. I don't like how this top is looking, so I think I want to make it like a solid thing, which means I want to make it an auto layout. I will align left and then have a distance of let me see 16. This thing is fine. 16 top and bottom, 32 left and right, because I mentioned that we are doing 32 here and 32 here. So we will align that to fit the frame, and then we will drag along. Now you notice that it doesn't follow me because I already aligned right. So wherever I stretch this to, everything that I add to this auto layout frame, so you can see the frame, will be aligned to the right. And then I want to add a white color fill and maybe a stroke at the bottom that is a darker gray, so a lighter gray rather. So you see that the stroke is there, but let me see, gray 100. Stroke is there, but like it's subtle, it's not too much in your face. So yeah, this is the setting of the dashboard we're working with. Awesome. Have you guys followed me up to this point? Thank you guys. Thank you. Okay, so now I mentioned we are going to be starting with the analytics page. So I will just turn the status of this to default and the status of this to selected. Now Figma is not perfect, so now I have to go back and make sure that I change the color of my icons because it didn't return to default. I don't change them to what they were before. We're good to go. So again, I'm a ruler girly, so I will just keep pulling rulers in till I get what I want. Now we want to have the title of this page, which in this case is called analytics, and I want this to be, let's say, 28 or 32, 28. So I want it to be aligned to the top of this search input, which I can turn off, by the way. I can also turn off the search if I don't want it there. So that's just there for personal preference. So I want it to be here and 32, 28. This is fine. Awesome. Now that we've designed what the screen will look like, let's now talk about what information analytics page should cover. Again, my brainstorming gang, this is where I need you guys. What information do you think, as a designer, would you think that businesses will want to see on their analytics page? This is where we omit our mic and throw ideas around and talk about stuff.
Total sales, revenue,
Okay.
customers.
Total sales, revenue. Total
Yeah.
sales is like number of products sold.
Yes.
So I like to write. This is like mini PM work, but I like to write like a lot of stuff when I'm like thinking about it so that we don't forget. So number of products, maybe over a period of time. So might have a filter.
Yes.
So it's
Weekly,
just me,
monthly.
filter, weekly, monthly, maybe today or whatever, or previous day, whatever. So this is just how I take notes, by the way. This is just behind the scenes. You don't have to do all of this. So okay, revenue. Anybody else? Number of orders. Number of orders is total. Is it the same thing? I don't know. Is it the same
Mm,
thing? Total sales, number of orders. I think they are related. We can we can tie both of them together.
maybe customers.
Customers, okay. Customers. Anybody else? I think I'd like to see my top selling products as a business owner. Which of my products are doing
Yes.
great? So top selling
Top seller.
products. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? If I have a social media integration and I want to see the sources that my customers are
Are
coming from,
coming from exactly.
sources, maybe.
Sorry, can I ask a question?
Sorry, go ahead.
Is it necessary to see the number of accounts reached, or not necessarily people that bought, but at least people that came to the website? Maybe
Oh,
total number of,
visits or
yeah,
views.
business.
Awesome. That's cool. That's actually really good, by the way, because now I can see number of visits or number of sales. So like, oh, people are coming, but they are not buying. So now I can now like find out. That's actually a very good one because I don't know. I don't have a B2B business, but like it's really easy to like see. It's like number of views versus number of click through or something. I think Twitter does that. Number of clicks on profile, number of follows. So people are viewing your profile or your website, but they're not buying from you, like, so something is wrong. And then that's where maybe like, I don't know, SEO or whatever might come in. So that's actually a very good metric, by the way. Thank you. um Uzoma says available goods, so that will be in the inventory. That'll be in the inventory. Faith says total products. Okay, total products, yeah, we can squeeze that in as well. Okay, anybody else?
Is it abandoned orders? Something like that.
Hmm.
People that like had something to the archive but didn't check out.
Yeah, so that'll be like drop off rate or something. But you know how there's like a general umbrella, and then these are like stuff under it that you want to highlight. I don't know if let's just put
And
that
call it
down.
few transactions, something like that.
They're not failed per se. Let's just put abandoned orders down. We'll think about where to put it. But is there anything else? Again, let me see what Gumroad has. So they don't have a lot actually. They don't really have a lot. But they do have locations, so they see like where most people are visiting their sites from, so we can also add that. Okay, now this is fine. We can start with this and figure the rest out later. So this is where the problem with dashboard comes in. I hear a lot of things like, oh, how do you know where to put what? How do you know how best to represent what? Honestly, there's no one size fits all for these things. You just iterate and see the best way possible, which is what I'll be doing today. I don't know. Emeka, am I good to go? I know that because the next step will take like a couple of minutes. I don't want to be broken away.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
So, okay. All right. Bayo, are you there? If you could have the icebreaker now
Yeah.
so that by 9 you can
Yeah,
continue.
let's have the icebreaker now. Because next step will take like 20, 30 minutes. I don't want to have to break the flow when we get there.
All
All
right.
right. Okay,
So, Bayo,
amazing.
you can introduce yourself and carry on.
Okay, great. My name is Bayo. Good evening, everybody. I hope you guys are having as much fun as I am. So we're going to break the ice a little bit. So if you were here the other time, it's quite simple. I'm going to ask a question, and then we participate together. We give answers. We try to make it fun, funny if possible, and we try to make it as quick as possible. So I'm just going to write the question down, and then I'm going to read it out. So the first icebreaker is express your design philosophy using only emojis. So we're going to guess. Okay, first off, we want people to drop their emojis according to what is written here. Express your design philosophy using emojis. So we want people first off to drop emojis, and then I'm going to pick a particular one by name, and then when that's done, we're going to try to guess that particular design philosophy from the emojis. And if we get it or we're close, the person that gave the answer in the first place is going to give us a thumbs up or at least say something. Do you guys get it? Do you guys get exactly what I'm saying? Okay, so basically, we want you to express your design philosophy using only emojis. So, whatever your design philosophy is, we want you to be creative enough to express it via emojis. And when you do that, I'm sure we're going to have a couple of answers. Then I'm going to pick by name. I mean, from the responses, I'm going to pick somebody, and then we're going to try to guess that person's design philosophy from the emoji given. I hope that's clear enough.
Sorry, Bayo, even I am confused. Do you want to give us an example?
Okay, let me go first then. So, design philosophy. Okay. I have an emoji right here. Let me drop it. Okay, sorry, hold on. This feels a bit tricky. Okay. I have one. So, this is an idea. It could be an emoji or a couple of emojis. So I'm trying to describe something here, and that's my design philosophy. So the game is you guys are supposed to guess exactly what my design philosophy, not exactly, or something related here. And then I'm going to tell you if it's related at all. Do you guys get it?
Okay, so let's try to play along. So from my own end, I'm trying to guess your philosophy, and this is like a blushy emoji. So from my own perspective, I would say that you like soft UIs. You like your UI to be very, very soft. Your designs. So I don't know if that's in line with what you're saying.
Yeah. Okay, so that's related. That's related to what I actually had in
So you
mind when
can
I
give us
said.
the answer. You can give us the
Yes,
answer,
yes,
then we can.
yes. You're very correct. So I like things very chill. Like from the sound of my voice, you can tell. I like things very chill and easygoing. So if there's too much in the UI, it stresses me and all of that. So yeah, that's my yeah, yeah, yeah. That's the summary to it. Playful design. So I hope you guys get the blood of Jesus. Ooh, okay. Onya. There
Wow,
go. Wow.
it's
Okay.
crazy.
I don't know if this is a design philosophy or how
I
you
think it
feel right
is.
now, but we're
I
going
think it is.
to. I know, I know the way things are, so this is a bit tricky. Okay, so
I feel
Onyeka,
that.
can I start?
Okay, go on, go on.
Let me start. Okay, so Onyeka, you like designs that will break people's head, and you like no nonsense designs. Like you're a very strict kind of. I don't know. Your philosophy is the strict. How do I put this now? Emmanuel, please help me. You're strict. There's it circles around being very strict and mean and angry sometimes. Am I
Okay.
close? Or?
So before we get the answer, let me give my own answer. So I have two answers actually. The first one is that Onya Nwakego is someone who has been subjected to a lot of Oga-centered design. So she has tried to do a lot of designs that is so nice according to her, but your guy is like, no, 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 shift it to this side, turn it to that side. And at the end of the day, she has a design that she cannot put in her portfolio. That's my first answer. Then the second one is that she's the kind of person that is just like, oh, this design I'm doing, I know it will still not go live because they will change it and turn it upside down. I pity for the developers because at the end of the day, they are the ones that will suffer it. So those are my
Okay, that's very interesting. So we have we have, let me go to Ahmed Olaitan. Ahmed, this particular design philosophy is, I think it's relatable to every Nigerian right now. This feels like a design philosophy that is inspired by the current government of Nigeria. Sounds like you're shouting, hey, whoa, Jesus, Motiku. Okay, Michelle. Amazing. Okay. Um, Faith. Oh yeah, white space. White space. Ahmed
yeah.
Olaitan, okay, yours is
Minimalism.
chaos.
I think Faith likes everything looking aligned, every pixel, even if it's one pixel off, it looks very off to her. So she likes
Exactly.
everything looking
Minimal vibes.
I think I've won the prize now. Bayo.
No, I got it. I said
So
minimalist,
All
please.
right.
the thing is, you cannot win this prize because I'm the one coordinating the game. Now me go tell
Wahala.
you about it.
Sorry, sir.
No, but then that's actually really cool. That's really cool. Okay. So Faith, are we close or you could just say something so we know we're on track?
Oh yes, I said minimal vibes. Like you got it.
Minimal are amazing.
I got
Amazing.
it first. You're not checking the message. Not fair.
What?
Check the chat box. I've been actually there. I got it first. I said minimalist.
Oh, okay, minimally. I saw that. I saw that, Michelle. Okay,
Hey,
cool.
thank
So who
you.
this Temidayo Olayinka, please, I'm begging you in the name of God. Nobody's going to guess this one. It's going to be difficult. I'd love Emmanuel to try. Oga prize winner. Go for
No,
this.
sir. No, 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 no. I cannot take the risk. Temidayo, please come and tell us what you mean.
Temidayo,
Please.
what is this support? What philosophy? I don't get it. Come on now. Come on. Temidayo,
Temidayo,
you
where
have
are
to
you?
say something, cause shit, man.
Literally, bro.
Yeah.
Design.
Okay.
It goes back to the Oga Center design. When you do something that is nice initially, and then you know another one that is rubbish, and they like that one, so you just
I think all of us are living the same life actually, because this is what everybody's experiencing. Like at the end of the day, your design is just there, it's just there.
No be loud.
Wow,
No be
nice.
loud. This is amazing. Thank you. So, someone said, okay, Michael Tijani said, Temidayo probably loves his designs crazy. OG, you guessed it wrong. This it's crazy has absolutely nothing to do with that emoji. So, if I were a designer, it will be okay. Anifa, oh, as Nigerians, we really don't know wetin that thing be. Na sweet abi na lollipop. Na kung fu hustle I first see that thing. So, okay, before we start the next one, I would love to ask the very last question. So immediately after the icebreaker session, we know that we're done. Okay, let me just get it here. So, pick a color and explain how it depicts your current mood. So what I want us to do is, I want you to pick a color. You pick a color, you drop it in the chat box, and then you request for the mic, and then you explain the color you just dropped. So let me start. Uh, all the colors we did this emoji na yellow. I know green. Okay, green, light green. Okay, let me start with Emmanuel. Emmanuel, why green?
Niger, oh Niger.
No
That's
be
the
lie.
vibe. That's the vibes.
Oh,
Green,
men. That's
green.
it. Yeah, green, all green. Okay, amazing, amazing, cool. So I want one other color. At this point, I would go with white. I would go with white, and it's because of the same reason why Emmanuel went with green in the first place, you know. Red. Okay, Onyeka, I want to hear from you. Why red? Why red, Onyeka? O- Onyeka.
Ego. You can call me Ego.
Onyeka, amazing. Okay.
Just call me Ego, please. Okay, I choose red because I went to buy some things today and the cost of things, gosh, the prices are like times three. So that's why I choose red.
Wow, that violence, that everywhere red. It all red. Oh, this is cool. So, Alison, I would love to know your color. I don't know how you're feeling right now, but I would love to know.
For me, so I'm a very deep person, so I'm going to take this very mental and psychological right now. But where my head is currently at, I think I would say green. If it wasn't green, it'd be purple. It's
Wow.
just very. It's not calm, but like it's calm. So like it's calm and chaos mixed together. Do you understand?
Wow. So it's like in between.
Exactly. Like it's not the best. It's not the heaven, but it's a very good place.
Amazing. Okay, thank you so much. Thanks for sharing.
Yeah.
Um, so guys,
All right.
we have just 1 minute. We have just 1 minute. I would love to hear, Timidayo, did you drop a color?
Yes, I did. I said green.
Green. Oh, okay, okay. You said it earlier. Amazing. So, okay, someone asked if the designing ended for today. No, not at all. We'll be getting back on that in the next 1 minute. But Uzoma, you didn't drop a color. Can you just participate in the game for the next 30 seconds we have remaining?
So Alison has her hand raised, Bayo.
Okay, so I think it's time. Alison, you want to
Yeah.
say something? We're done
Yeah.
already, so.
Okay. I need you guys to just borrow me 3 minutes of your time. I'm in a very playful mood right now. The icebreaker was like very gingery. So I have a shopping voucher to give out to one lucky person on this call. I know I did not. I'm sorry I didn't announce it, but this is how heaven will be on the last day. It will come like a thief in the night. You will not expect it. So I have a valor to give somebody, and I want to play two truths and one lie. So I will tell you three facts. Three facts. Two of them will be true. One of them will be a lie. And the first person that correctly guesses what the wrong one, what the false statement is, gets a shopping voucher from me. So I don't know where you are, if you are in Nigeria or wherever, sorry, if you're in Lagos, wherever you are, I'll just send a voucher worth that amount for you to pick from like whatever stores around you. No, no, no revision
Please,
member
oh,
can play.
please.
You people know me too much.
Today
It's
Oh
I identify
my
as
a
as
lie.
God.
green.
It's a
I
lie.
just called my mom, I've won something, and then
No,
we're not supposed to
no,
play.
no, you're not supposed to play. Hanifa, Emeka, Bayo, you can't play. Who else? Anyways, everybody else. Eugene is here. Eugene, I don't know. I don't think you can play too, but let's let's see how it goes. So the first thing is that the first statement is, hey God, this is risky. Oh God, I didn't think about this thing properly. Okay. So the first statement is I currently own an external monitor. Again, this is designer edition. This is not personal thing. This is just my designer. So the first statement is I currently own an external monitor. Second one is I use a mouse. Third one is I've been at my company for 2 years. So first one is
You've been in your company for 2 years. You you don't use a mouse. Then the first one,
I have an external monitor.
you want a monitor?
No, no, tell me which
Yes.
one is the lie. Which one is the lie? Just see what the lie is.
The mouse is the lie.
That's the lie. Is that what all of you think?
He just got a mouse.
Hilda is following me from Instagram. But I know that I just got a mouse. Anyways, so we'll be closing this poll by 9:06. So there's like a few more seconds for you guys to put your answers in.
You've been in the company for more than 2 years.
Is that the lie?
Yes.
Okay. Wow, that's crazy. Anyways, drum rolls is closed. Nobody won it, unfortunately. I sold my monitor, so I don't currently own a monitor. And I just bought a mouse because I was complaining to my Instagram peeps that I have finger cramps when I work for too long with my trackpad. So I bought a mouse. So my voucher is back in my pocket. Sorry guys. Blessings, sorry, we're late. You were late. Your answer came in so late. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Yeah, so can you move on?
Yes, we can move on with the voucher for me. Let's go on.
I
I'll
don't
get the
know
voucher.
what to speak of, Emeka. I don't know what you're talking about.
All right, let's get back to it. This one pin everybody.
Like, I'm so shocked. I'm so shocked nobody got it because I feel like I might have mentioned it. Oh, I don't know. I don't
There
know.
was literally no clue to it. You
Anyway,
actually led them on a wild goose chase. Like you gave them hopes of, the mouse thingy, layer and all those kind of secret stuff. So they caught it and thought it was something.
Chai. Sorry, guys. Sorry.
Anyways, that was really interesting. That was really, really interesting. Let's put our hands together for Bayo. That was really nice. And Alison as well. So yeah, Alison, you can start. You can continue. We
Yeah.
have
All right.
barely 23 minutes.
23. Why did I think I could do two things? So come delusional. You know what? Let's move on. I thought I could do like more than. Wow. Okay. Anyways, yeah, so from where we stopped, we said we're going to design all of this on the dashboard, and now that we know what we're designing, we now need to figure out how best to represent these things on the analytics page. So we know that analytics is a chart thing, yeah. So we'll be having like different types of graphs or charts or whatever. So of everything here, I feel like so let me see. Again, this is like behind the scenes. It's not perfect. It's not a one size fits all. It's just the way that I design these things. So I think revenue will probably take the largest real estate because it is like showing money. I'm probably going to show money over a period of time. So I think we should have a line chart or something here for revenue. Then we'll probably have so total sales, probably be a smaller card on top for. Oh yes, so now quick one on spacing. So I personally use a 4-point spacing system. 4 points spacing, yeah. 4 point grid, whatever. And that is the system that Rayna is designed with. It basically means that every asset, every component, every whatever layer, everything is in multiples of 4. So like your spacings, your font um size, this is like a 28. So this is just a way to like ensure like clean designs and like very pure and proper designs. So if you have a way to do that without a spacing system, sure, that's great. But this is the way that I learned design, and this is the way that I feel like can help everybody trying to design very clean and yeah, very clean UI. Yeah, so that's what I was doing. This is probably going to cover total sales, and then I have another one that shows what total products. Okay. What else? Visits or views. I think. I don't know. Top selling product will probably be a sorry. Probably be a longer list because you have to like show the number of the products that are top selling. So I'll put that here. Okay, so we've done 1, 2, 3 visits or views. That will also show like a list. So maybe we put it under top selling products. Customers. I wish customers are showing the number or like the full list of customers because we have customers here. So I think you should
Just
just
the number.
okay. So customers, top selling sources. Visits
Sorry.
of views and sources. Go ahead.
When you say customers, are you saying the ones that actually made a purchase, or
Yes. The ones that actually make a purchase are your customers. They have to have bought something from you. Because they will buy and then use their email to
okay.
like check out, so you have their email in the email list. So those are customers. So what do you guys think? I think sources and visit and views can be tied together because like you want to show I want to see like how many views came from Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, websites, Google SEO, or whatever. I think we should link visit and views and sources. So like the total number of views and then like where they each came from. Yeah, what do you guys think? Can you guys hear me? Okay, awesome. Okay, so that covers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 locations. I want to use a map, but we don't have a map component on Rayna. We have this is interesting. We have a radar chart. I don't know if that doesn't you know what, let's just place it here, we'll think about it. Locations. What will locations cover? Locations will cover um just list of countries. What would then now show? Let's put that aside. It's going to complicate things. But now that we have these 6 data here first, let's think of how to best arrange them. So I like to duplicate the file because I want to still see my initial thought process. Usually because I want to like maybe take a picture for my case study or whatever to show that like it did not always look perfect. But this is like a good way to, start. Okay, so trying to not complicate this thing. Okay, so if we do, my God, this is another. I want to add another thing here. So you know what? Never mind. I will figure it out. So what we're going to do is we're going to move these three in a way that they stop here, so that we have space to move top selling products on top, and then this here, and increase the space for something like that. I want it to fit perfectly. It might not, but we'll see how it goes. So, okay, now I can delete this one because it doesn't look good anymore. So now I'll start designing the actual thing, and total sales. Total sales, total sales. So let's write the title. 14 medium. Maybe change the color to a lighter shade of gray, like 500. And then this will be the number. It's 24. Total sales is the number of items. Yeah, we agree number of items, number of products. Awesome. So let's say 100. No, that's 13,100. I don't know, whatever. So I also want to add a trend like this number, but this number has either increased or decreased over a period of time. Okay, so now I will get my chart icon. Oh no, I want this one. Chart icon, reduce the size to maybe 16 pixel, and then 12 medium, and say that I have gotten maybe 13% increase in the last 7 days or something. In the last 7 days, or since last week, or something like that. Auto layout this as well. Auto layout everything. No, don't do that. I don't think I like how it looks, so I will group again. Auto layout these two. I want them to be closer, so I'll just make them maybe 2, and then make this one 8. Now I'm going to get an actual frame. I want them to be 24 pixel top and left. So 24 here, 24 here. Fill white, stroke, a lighter shade of gray. So I'm going to be speeding up because I know we don't have time and I want to complete this before my time goes out. So maybe you guys will just watch it on YouTube, or I might have a proper tutorial session later. But yeah. So what I will then do now is to, excuse me. So I want this is showing chart up, so I want it to show like an increase with a success color. Also highlight the 13% to show that it increased. 30% is last week. Reduce the weight of this to a regular. Maybe dim it a bit so that it doesn't shout too much. And then I want the border radius of this to be 8. Anyway, too light. 100. Yeah, this is fine. This is fine. Okay. Yeah, are you guys following up on this point? Are you guys here? Well, I just saw Michelle's comments. Can we represent the location using bar graphs? Let's get there. Let's get there. We'll see. We'll see if it works. So next thing will be total products. I don't want this thing to, because we use like it's the same card, so we're just going to zoom in now. This must give me a headache. I'm going back to trackpad very soon. Anyways, so we'll just duplicate the card and change it for the next, excuse me, The next item. So I want this to be 16 actually, not 20. 10 is like a lot. So total products. Let's call this maybe 4,600 products. And I want to say that my inventory has reduced, so I will use the chart down icon. Has reduced by maybe 9% since the last week, and I will change, since this is like a reduction now, it means that the color will now be error as opposed to the success that it was before. Yeah. Now for customers, I will duplicate it, change this to customers. Maybe I have 120 customers, and my customer base has increased by 40% since the last week. So I'll change this back to chart up and change the error color to success base. So this base means that this is the like actual color. If you look at the way that things are arranged, this is actual color, and then we have lighter versions on top, darker versions down. So base means that this is the actual like color, so you can get darker or lighter shades depending on what you're working with. Yeah. All right. So you can have icons here if you want, but we're just trying to get structure down yet. You don't have time for all those finesse, so we'll just move on. I think the border radius is too much, so I'll reduce the left and right padding to 20. And then that is just the base for these three. Yeah. Now let's do top selling products. Let's do top selling products. So we're going to highlight the first maybe 3 or 4. It means that we want to have a way for users to go and see all of them, maybe in another page if they want to. Yeah. I guys following. I can't see my Google Meet, so please just unmute and say hi if you can still hear me.
Hi, I can still hear you.
Hi, I can hear you.
So let me put this back so I can wireframe. Thank you very much, guys. Let me put this back so I can wireframe. So basically what will happen is I will have an image here. I'll have the image using 20. Yeah, so I will then have the name of the item here. Maybe this is 12. Name of the item here. If it's up to 2 lines, because this is a short this thing, you want to like show it as much as possible. Maybe the amount below. You want to see the amount below. Or show the amount beside it, but aligned to the right. So something that looks like this. Yeah, I think this could work. What do you guys think? Can I guys still follow? I can't hear anybody.
All right, so I think the space between the both ends of the design are not equal, like the space from the last box to the left and the space from the last box to the right. No. What you just, yes.
Okay.
Yes, so the space, yes, the spaces at the edges are not the same.
Yeah, that is true, and that's intentional. So this is called a padding. So the padding won't necessarily have to be the space in between. Everything inside here is in a container, so they can, as long as they have the same spacing amongst each other, is fine. The issue is now like what's the spacing. So if you look at here now, this is 32, this is 32, the padding. And if you have your developers code this and you open this on a maybe 32-inch monitor, you see that the padding will increase because everything here is in the same container. So that container will maintain the spacing within them. It might scale, but it will maintain equal spacing between them. It won't like distort. But what will change is the padding. Same thing with landing pages. Try opening a landing page on your TV or on your external monitor and see that you see that the padding will still like is what will bleed out. Like we'll just have more space, but it won't affect the space between the components in the container. Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. So, oh, I didn't leave space for the actual title. So have top selling product here. This is just wireframing, very quick iteration, by the way. Maybe 20 semi bold. Oh, no, it's big. 18 semi bold. Ah, it's too big. 16 semi bold. Can work with it. We can work with it. All right. Just a second. Yeah. So we have the title. We have. Oh my God, you guys, we need to show how many of these items are in stock. So yes, I sold this shoe for this amount and it's top selling, but like how many is left so that I know that my users obviously like it. So I want to know like how many is left so I can restock or whatever. I don't need to go to product to see that. So let's find a way to add product in stock. I'm not going to just borrow this component here and what will I say? Sorry, not in stock. How many of these products have sold? They are top selling, yes, but like I'm arranging them in order of like which one sold the most. So I want to know like who sold more. Do you guys understand? Like which of them, like how by how much did did they sell more? Does it make sense, guys? Are you following?
Yes, yes, it makes
Yeah, so
sense.
was it like this had 1,000 units sold or 1,000 what units items? Oh, units. Anyway, so now that we have the base idea, let us put this aside and design the actual thing. What are we starting with? Starting with title, top selling products. We also need to have a button here that will redirect them to where they will see all the other ones. So I will import a button component. I like the text buttons that Rayna has, so I'll just be using a text button. But this is too. This smallest one? Okay. I'll change this to view more, maybe view all, whatever, and put them in auto layout, but like centralized. And then I want to auto put the spacing on auto so that regardless of how I stretch it, you get are you guys seeing? So now that it's auto, let me do that again. Before it was 72. But because it's aligned left, when I stretch it, everything will be aligned left. Yeah. But when I put it on auto, it means that regardless of how far or wide I stretch it, let me move it to where you guys can see clearly. Each of them will maintain their position, like they will all be on the same, like it will stretch. Oh, you understand what I'm trying to say? Sure. Stretch.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that is what the title is going to be like, and then we will get a container for the image. This image will pull it from my favorite picture plugin on Splash. MTN, please now. Not sure why it's taking a while, but okay, it's loading. So I want to search for what do we want to sell now? I'm a sneakerhead, so let's just find sneakers. Oh, this is a very good product image. So we'll select it and we'll let it fill this container. My internet is so terrible. It's taking a while. Oh, Hilda said bestseller tag. I agree. Absolutely. We will add that. Michelle says ratings. We can add that too. We can add that too. So Thank you guys so much. Be fast now. My internet is so bad. Oh my god. I feel like I have gotten another one. Let's just download this one, whichever goes
It
first.
happens.
Yeah, my internet is not the best today, to be honest, but let's see if it fills up. Okay, I got this, so I will have this to fill a bit more, but I don't like the white edges are going to contradict the background, but if you can manage it. No, sorry, let's get another picture. I don't like this one. The background is going to blend too much with the card. So hopefully this one doesn't take as much time. Something like this works. It will not take forever. Ah, my God. I have like, how many minutes do I have left, guys? It's already 9:30. I didn't think this would take so long.
Yeah.
Let's just finish this dashboard. We'll be done, and then we'll probably have another one later. You guys
Yeah,
want?
definitely.
Well, okay. We did not fill the container, so we have to like mask it. So let's start. Just going to zoom out quickly. Yes, perfect. So you can see that the shoe background doesn't blend with it. So now I'm going to name this shoe. I don't know what am I going to call it. I'm going to call it you guys sneakerheads, help me. What's your favorite shoe brand? Let me see. Change this to 14 medium. Maybe I'll just call it Nike Rise 360 2024 edition 2, whatever. But again, we need to have the image, sorry, the amount by the side. So we need to make this a 2 line. And then align this text left for the amount. So this will be like, let's say $140. Semi bold. This will be semi bold. Change the text to gray. Change this to gray as well. Then I also want to have this, so I'll just copy and paste it. But we need sold. For ratings, we have a star icon that I will just pull out. Change the style to bold, reduce size to 16 pixels, duplicate this, make it 4.8. This guy is giving me this super fast guys vibe. But moving on. So this has to be yellow, by the way. So we'll just go to our warning colors. All right. So if you auto layout all of this is a mistake. But this doesn't work. It doesn't work. So I want this to be auto layout out as 1, and I want it to be auto so that it will, stay with the vibes. This can be 8. This can be 4 or 8. I don't know. Then auto layout this as well. Space 12. What else? What else? What else? What else? Actually, we can actually make this on the same line so it don't take so much space, and then we have a divider like this between them so that it kind of stands them out. But I want it to fill container. Yeah, this works, and I can use the height of my image as well. Let's centralize this basically. So now that we have this, we're going to duplicate this to show the other 2 selling. So this is in one auto layout, this is another auto layout. Excuse me. left, right padding 20, top, bottom 24. Fill container stroke will be similar to all of the cards we've done before, which is a gray 100. What do we use here? 8. So also use 8 here. So now we'll just put it here to maintain the space. And this has to fill container as well. This has to fill container as well. Not a problem. Fill container as well. Wow. Has to fill container as well. Fill container. Awesome. This thing looks very summer in my eyes. Oh. I think we should. Let me see. I think we should reduce the opacity of this to gray 700 or 600. Gray 600. This looks like it's, let me move the rating for now. What else? What else? What else? What else? Maybe reduce the height of this to 2. No. So 2. Okay. What else? 6. Maybe change the height to 64. That's 66, by the way. Let's see. What else? What else can I tweak here? This is a 14. This has to be, oh, this has to be a 10. It's too big. This has to be a 10. Oh no, I'll just detach it then. Okay, I think we can work with this for now. For revenue, this is the big ones. Let's bring them out. So I will just duplicate this for quite a time and change the revenue. This is in dollars. Can you guys still follow me, by the way?
Yes, of course.
So let's say that we had $1,300,000. Somebody say amen. Account balance very soon.
Amen.
Okay. So revenue, this is my favorite part because this is where we start to use the more complex components of Rayna. In this case would be charts. So let's pull out charts. What's going on? No. Okay, maybe if I say bar chart. What's going on? What's the name of this thing? Let me share this screen first and show you guys what the charts actually look like. So we have different charts. We have line charts, pie charts, donut charts, basic bar charts, percent stacked bar charts, radar charts. Basically, so I think I'll be using. Which one will I use? What would I use now actually even here? You know what? I'm just going to pull. I don't know why it's not showing. Probably a Figma glitch. I don't know why it's not showing charts from this. So I will just pull it from. That's weird because it's on the file. Anyways, I'll just pull it from the file itself while I figure out whatever is wrong later. Just a second. Awesome. So if I pull charts here, so this is one of the bar charts that we have. We have for desktop and mobile, or is it desktop? So we'll just stick to this. You also have horizontal charts, but again, this is for vertical, so we'll just stick to that. We have an alignment that allows us to arrange the legends at the right. Oh, that's wrong. I don't know what's going on. Anyways, this is the chart that we're going to be using, and we have three. Oh yeah, you so this is three by default, but you can also change like to two if it's only two you want to show or one you want to show. But I think I'll be using two because I want to show two payment methods. Also, we'll change the legend to excuse me, to two legends. So we'll, like hide one of them. So two legends will be, I think I want to call them excuse me, maybe card or POS. Card or bank transfer are the two payment methods. So you see like over a period of time, you see sorry, oh sorry. So now this is that I made a mistake. I didn't make a mistake, I forgot something. So we also need to have a button or filter at the side. First would be a button where we can download this analytics. Why is this thing missing? So I want to download a button. I want to add a button that says you can download this page. This will be a primary button here that says download. Basically just help us to import this report to our users email or whatever. Did I go to Figma community to get the chart? No, I already had the Figma file duplicated, so I just picked it from there. Like the chart I just showed you guys now, I just picked it from there. It's the file for Figma community, yes, but it's the file I just showed you now. After download, I want to show like a filter. So we have stuff we call drop down. I hope it's here. Awesome. We have a drop down menu where we can, this is default, great. We can say this is for maybe this month, no, this year, or whatever. So we'll change this to a calendar, obviously, to a normal calendar, and you can easily just toggle between. So you're seeing all the analytics that you're seeing everything for this year. So top selling products for the year, total sales for the year, total products for the year, customers for the year. I also would like to add that as a subtext, maybe to say we are showing data for this year, or showing data since January 2024. Perfect. So 4 is fine. Align top here, so everything's good now. And then do maybe 16. Anyways, we didn't. Oh no, that's fine. There's a problem with this. Yeah, so revenue. This is what 8. This will be 8 as well. And we'll just stick to what we currently have. So I'm taking this gray background out because we're going to use auto layout for the frames like we've always done for all of our cards. 20 pixel left and right padding, 24 pixel bottom and top padding. Fill will be white, stroke will be gray 100 with a 8 pixel, 8 pixel corner radius. So you see that the spacing between actually should be the same. There's been 16. Find a way to make all of the actually no, that was wrong. If I should make this longer even. So let's make this 232, 16, and then it's awesome. So this is what we feel. Yeah, so the space between all of them has to be 16 pixel. Yeah, this is a fill container. Maybe what's going on? Figma, please now. This to fill as well. Okay. Anyways, there's a very mad glitch. What's going on? My God, Lord Jesus. This is not funny. Anyways, it works now, so let's not shake it. Figma, please now. Anyways, it works now. Not sure what was wrong before, but it works now. So revenue is done. The last card that we have, I can also increase this down even. Next page that we have is the visits and sources. I think what I want to use there would be a pie chart. Sorry. What's going on? Oh, Figma, what's happening? Oh, let me try and change it for me. What's happening? God, I beg. This is not funny. You know what? I'm not going to touch it again.
What's going on?
So
Yeah.
Figma is glitching, so the component is not responding properly. I'm not sure why. I think it's the same reason why it's not showing on the assets, but we try to fix it on our own end.
Okay.
So the next thing would be we have would be let me see visits and sources. So we'll have a general number of total views, which we'll just copy from here. We'll call it visits. Let's say we've had 14,235 visits and they have increased over the last week. Now what I want us to do is to highlight the sources of these visits. Let's start naming them, guys. Help me. We have X, we have Instagram. What else? Google. If they search Google, they can find it as well. Maybe a direct link to the products. What else? Maybe YouTube. I don't know. Let's work with these 5. Reddit, Facebook. Thank you, guys. Yeah, let's work with them. So let's just move closer to where our body is. We'll be using progress bars to show like the number and like how, like the, you know what, we'll figure it out. So let's search for progress bars here. We have progress bars. What's going on? I'm not sure why all the components are not showing here, but if you go to the actual Figma file for the resources, you'll see progress bars here. So yeah, this is it. You have progress bars. I'm not sure why it's not showing, but I'm not going to copy it and use on the file. Just a second, please. Okay. Sorry, I was checking my email. Okay, so this is what a progress bar looks like. And what we're going to do is, if you look at the so I'm going to, we don't have time, actually almost out of time, so I'm not going to leave you guys to explore this on your own, but you have a number of controls. So I'm going to start with the progress itself. Let's make this 90%, for example, or let's say 60%, for example. The label will be the name of the source. In this case, let's use Twitter or X. The next thing would be, I want to replace metadata with the actual amount of visits that came from this source, which I would like to say, where's the layers of this thing? I only need one label, which I would say is, let's say 60%. If the math is not matching, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then that makes 60% of the whole thing, yeah? So do the same thing for, which other, Instagram. Do the same thing for, actually I think you should just use social media for all social media platforms, because it's difficult to track all social media. Social media is one, we have Google for another one, we have direct links for another one, and maybe others, because the system allows me to track everything. So we have another one for others. So this math is not going to matter, but let's just use random figures. Maybe 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 0, 0, and 456. So 60%, this might be, let's say 30%, this might be 20, this might be already 90, no. Let's say this is 50, 30, 10, and 10. Is that 100? Awesome, that's 100. So again, you don't have to use all orange. Personally, I won't use all orange, so I'll be picking random color because we have other colors that can properly represent this. So I won't use orange for everything. Maybe let's say that I use blue for direct messaging. Figma is messing with me, but let's use blue. So we have a primary blue here for Google. Direct link, we'll use maybe green. I don't know. For others, we can use a brown. It's just there. I use a brown, the 500 brown for it. So, like I mentioned, you can decide to stick with just the amount or no percentage or whatever. It's really left to you. But this is like what I want to show. Undo now. It's not doing no mad. Anyways, change this back to green, change this back to brown, and then you put all this in an auto layout, put them in this auto layout. Again, top to left and right padding 20, top bottom padding 24, fill white, stroke gray 100, corner radius 8. So we'll try to just fit it in here. Oh no, this is the frame. It's in here. 16 pixels. So we need to make sure that everything is in fill container. We should have done this from beginning. Anyways, you see it shall adjust accordingly. So oh no, there's a problem. Yes, this is it. I want to add a divider to separate the number from the rest of it. I don't like how it's mixing together, but we have a divider component here, so I will just drag and drop, make it fill container as well. So this is what it looks like for visits. I usually like it where my everything is fitted, but we can't really do that right now. So here's what I want to do. Sneak in one thing where we have what do you guys think we should do in this case where we cannot balance? I mean, not all dashboards are balanced, obviously, but I'm a perfectionist, so I want that kind of balance one way or another. So what do you think we should do to the rest of this space that we're not using now? What can we do?
You could add a welcome card there. Be welcome to explain hi, something like that.
That would work, but this is not the home page. This is the analytics page. So we already welcomed you on the dashboard.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Ideas, guys. This is where you're thinking caps. What do you think we should do here? I mean, even if you increase, go ahead.
The graph, don't you think that if you reduce this bar graph, another one can enter below? Like if you maybe have
another graph
come below it.
Yeah, we can, but what do you want to put there now? Like we've exhausted everything we wanted to show, so there's nobody that to show.
Wanted to show top locations there.
Ooh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, if you can do top locations, you say maybe you can add 4 or 5 top locations there, and then something else to represent it just below it. So you can reduce the height of this graph, and then so another one can go below.
That's very thank you, Michelle. Faith, you want to go? Faith, your hand is up.
Oh yeah, my mic was muted.
Since this person is not a lot, I was thinking maybe we take out one of the top selling products to make it just two, since they can still view all.
Yeah, but like three is like bare minimum though. But even if you take out one, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. So let's what we'll do. We'll do both of the ideas. We'll have one version where we shrink it, and then we'll try to see what we can do with the top locations. Now, why I was reluctant is that top locations, I wanted to do like a card like this, where we have a pie chart, but that won't work for this real estate. So we're going to restructure this whole thing. Yeah, we're going to bring this down. Here. Going to stretch everything else here, so we can add another card for the locations. But this my graph now that is doing like he wants to die. I don't know. Well. You might need to add another card here just so that it's not like too scanty. But let's fill up the container. Same with this. Then we have let's see if we make it 20. It's not bad. Make everything 20. Yeah, it's not terrible. It's not terrible. So what we're going to do now is we're going to first let's do what Faye said and remove one of this. Or we could have even just done top selling, like the best selling products, show one, and then have you all. But let's just do two. And then stretch out the, I'm assuming. Or, can we do, you can't do anything here. Can't do anything here. Let's see, can we just make it 8? Make this 4. How can we be sneaky with this 8? Okay, that works. So we can try to see if we can stretch this a bit. This graph, I don't know what's wrong with it too. God, I beg. It's going to be on YouTube. Anyways, we're not changing that. So this is, perfect. But if you did have more information to show, we would represent it like this. I'm trying to see if we can expand the width of this, because it looks a lot right now. Or we find something else to put here, but we'll figure it out later. Actually, if you bring this thing back up, so that's and then we now add 2 more. So if you stretch this now, I don't know what that will look like, but let's see. Fill container. It's not bad though. What do you guys think? So we can now add the what's it called again? Locations here. Yeah, thoughts? Good.
Not bad, but I feel the idea that Faith brought was better, because I feel if too many things are on the dashboard, it becomes
Yeah,
overwhelming.
that's the thing. This is not the dashboard. This is the analytics page that's supposed to show a lot. So there might be information that you need to show regardless. You get. Tell me that your hand is up. Tell me that if you're speaking, you're on mute.
Oh, sorry. So you can use instead of a progress bar, you can use a pie chart.
For
Yeah.
the locations, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah.
So it
Okay,
just
that's
looks like a vibe.
awesome. Yeah, so I don't know who was speaking before you, but I was saying what Face said will work for a dashboard perfectly, but this is an analytics page that needs to show a lot, so you can't really have a say over what information a user wants to see. The more you show them, the better. They see. Hey God, hey, what's this? Lord Jesus, that was weird. Okay, yeah, so they need to see a lot more, and you can't really hide information because you want your UI to be clean. So yeah, so let's
All
try
right.
case where you want to show a lot now. Where's this file? Okay, so now we will have locations. Uh, hmm, maybe let's say, I don't know, is there anything like that? 130. Is there a number for locations? I don't know. But pie charts. Why is the something's wrong? You know what? Let me go to the file because at this point it's not even funny again. I don't know why the whole chat components. So if you're just downloading Rayna, can you check that your file has chat? Because I don't know why it's not showing on the file that as an asset because there are components here. But I'll just pick one and go and paste it there. Paste it here. I think I want to centralize this. No. Oh, well, potato. Remove the. I don't think we need the. What number would it show? Number of locations. I mean, okay, I guess. But instead of percentage, it will now show like +2 countries or county or I don't know states or countries. So you reached 2 more countries from the previous week. I don't know if it's actually like a proper metrical, but we are doing what we can do.
Sorry, I think we should just stick with best. I say best top locations.
Top,
So
awesome.
when you have the top locations, you're just going to represent just a few here
Yeah,
without having to write down.
that's true. Because like if you have 100 countries, you show them in the pie charts.
Like
Exactly.
you have even how do you want to even?
Yeah. So here's what I'm thinking we do. I don't want to use a now this is where there is small problem in this place. So we have to align this to the right. Is that it has to be something like this. But I don't want us to use a progress bar like we did. I want us to improvise with something else that I will share. We don't have to comment on Rayna, but like actually we do. We do. Is this I want to steal? Is legend. You have legend components. So I will just change this to vertical. See if I can get more than one. Awesome, beautiful. So legend now it's not on the left right. If you look at my left, there are some that are turned off. I will just turn them back on. Yeah, it's our legends. So how many countries do you want to show? How many countries? Let's show 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we show 5 and then others will be the 6th one. So top countries, top countries, top countries. Let me hear them. Nigeria, I'm in a good mood. Kenya,
Angola.
Angola.
We
Well,
just beat Angola
let's
now.
give
That's
let's
why.
give them that. Germany or other country, the United States and
Cameroon
Morocco.
Pepe.
Sorry?
Cameroon Pepe.
Please stop it immediately. We don't do that over here. So move it to awesome. So this is what it would kind of look like. We are still arranging. Space 40. Okay, guys, we are actually out of time, but do I have your permission to take 10 more minutes to wrap this up? Awesome. Thank you, guys. So because we have a lot of space here, I'm going to try to play around with the spacing. This is just showing you that everything we have on Rayna is not set in stone. You can always adjust sizing, whatever works for you, to be honest, as long as you're good. Now the problem now is how to make this in the same height. All these dashboard issues.
Why not increase the size of the pie chart? Not too
It
small.
didn't work. Did you say it didn't work?
Oh no, I said let's try increasing the size.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's the only thing that works actually. I just didn't want these things to be too small, but we can always adjust them. So let's make the spacing
We can make
12.
it
Then
horizontal.
like this. Yeah, it
Yeah,
was taking too much space. That's
horizontal
like,
below. No, it's still vertical.
like this, but like below. Let me see. That's a good one. Ah, What do you guys think? Does it? I'm indifferent, but what do you guys think?
I think it
Do
works,
you think it
but we just
works
have
like this?
to align the spacing up a bit or
Yeah.
reduce the pie chart.
Yeah, I think you need to reduce
On a
it.
UX level, I feel like the vertical works, like you can easily just read through. And I'll actually share why in a bit. I'll share why in a bit. But this use case would it require us to detach these components now.
Is it just me or Alison dropped off?
I can't see her too.
I can't see her too.
I think she left or
Yeah, she
something.
dropped off. Okay, let's just give her like 1 minute to see if she'll join back. Yeah, network MTN. Anyways, I hope we've been enjoying today's episode of Design with Me. So just a recap while we wait for Alison. So Design with Me is a bi-weekly series that we do at Rayna UI. So the idea here is that we know we are a design toolkit. We know how valuable our product is, but then we need to show it. You get, so that's why we brought out this opportunity, these sessions like this, so that we can actually utilize Rena UI in our design, so that everyone, especially designers, can see how valuable this product is. So we are really happy that you all made our time to join us. In as much as we've really spent a long time, longer than expected, it's supposed to be an hour and 30 minutes session, but it has spanned over 2 hours. But we have about 20% still here. It means that what we have is really, really nice. I mean, for 20% to stay back and listen. So once more, I really, really appreciate every single one of you. I don't know if Alison is joining back, but one thing I would assure you is that you would actually get updates about every single thing we have talked about today. First off is the recording. So for most of you that missed our episode 1, it's actually live on YouTube. It's currently live on YouTube, so you can make out time and watch it. Feel free to watch it, comment. If you have questions, feel free to ask. We'll definitely reply. And yeah, for today's session, it will be uploaded next week. It will be uploaded, so you feel free to watch. And then yeah, don't forget that we took note of all your amazing suggestions, and we will definitely roll out designs based on those suggestions that you dropped. And I hope you other drop suggestions, you also included your username so that we can tag you once these designs go live. Yeah, feel free to follow us on Twitter, because we do more of our postings on Twitter, our designs and everything. And if you happen to design with Rena UI, feel free to also post on Twitter and tag us. We are really, really expecting your amazing designs with Rena UI, because trust me, you are the best person to use Rena UI and you know how best to use it. So once more, thank you so much for joining us. And yeah, we'll meet next 2 weeks, and I hope to see you all and more new faces, because last time we had an entirely new face compared to what we have now. So I just hope that the audience keep changing dynamics and all the stuff. So yeah, this is where I would draw the curtain and say goodbye to every one of you. Do have a wonderful weekend and see you next time. Bye.
Thank you so much.
Guys, I'm so sorry. Uh oh wow. Oh my god. Okay. I don't know what happened. That's so. Oh my god. I'm so sorry, guys. My internet disconnected. But I. So can you guys remind me? Like, can someone tell me what the last thing they heard was?
Okay, you were talking about how from UX perspective, the
Oh my god.
horizontal
Oh my
kind of,
god.
yeah, was not the best option.
Wow. And people have dropped off. I feel so bad. I kept my internet. I didn't realize. And I just kept talking. That's sad. Anyways, so let me just share what I currently have now with you guys. So I don't know if you saw that I finished it, and I was just explaining how I always have an archive where I like dump all of my other work. I don't delete anything because I might need them for case studies and stuff like that. I didn't realize you guys dropped. I'm so sorry. This is so bad. Okay, but yeah, there's that, and this is the final dashboard. So I will be sharing this file. I'll clean it up and I'll share it with you guys on Figma community, and I'll make a post about it so that you can have access to this screens basically if you guys are interested. Yeah.